What if I told you Barcelona's next big star almost didn't make it? Fermín López wasn't born into the hype. Instead, he was playing on muddy fields in Spain's third division, miles away from the bright lights of La Liga. But against all odds, he fought his way to the biggest club in the world. This is a story you need to hear. Hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss any of the action. Fermín López's journey wasn't your typical rise through the ranks. While most players in La Masia were already on the radar, Fermin was grinding it out at a small club called Recreativo Diva before making his way to Real Betis in 2012. After his time at Real Betis, Fermin's journey took him through various lower divisions before Barcelona recognized his potential and brought him into their famed youth academy in 2016. But even then, his path wasn't clear-cut. Instead of moving straight up to the first team, Fermin was loaned to a tiny third division club called Linares Deportivo. Imagine going from training on pristine pitches with top-tier talent to playing on muddy fields in front of a few hundred fans. The physicality was brutal, the competition fierce, and the pressure was on. At one point, Fermin's confidence was so low, he questioned whether he'd ever make it. But the real story of his rise began when his coaches at Linares gave him some crucial advice. Stop chasing perfection. They told him to play with joy again, to stop worrying about impressing anyone, and just have fun. That simple shift changed everything for Fermin. His confidence slowly returned, and with it the style of play that made him so special in the first place. By the end of the season, Fermín López wasn't just another player on the pitch. He was Linares Deportivo's standout star. He scored 12 goals and set up 4 more, proving that the kid who once seemed out of place in the third division was now dominating. He wasn't just finding his form, he was rediscovering his true self. It was the kind of breakthrough that sent ripples through the Spanish football scene. His performance didn't go unnoticed. The whispers started, the buzz around his name grew, and soon, Barcelona was ready to bring him back into the fold. In the summer of 2023, Fermin got the call to join the first team for their preseason tour in the United States. For most players, it's just a time to get fit, test some tactics, and maybe enjoy a few American burgers. But for Fermin, it was a do-or-die moment, the chance to prove he belonged. And then came the moment that changed everything. Barcelona's preseason match against Real Madrid. Yeah, even though it was just a friendly, it's El Clasico. The pressure was unreal. This wasn't just any game, it was Fermin's audition for the first team. And he didn't just step up, he broke through. Fermin impressed with a stunning strike from outside the box, catching the attention of everyone watching. But he wasn't done. He followed that up with a slick assist, showing he had more than just a powerful shot in his locker. That game wasn't just a highlight reel moment, it was a lifeline. Suddenly, the kid who had been sent away was now the kid Barcelona couldn't afford to lose. Xavi, the coach, saw it too. The next day, the headlines weren't asking, "Who is this kid?" They were saying, "Where can we see more of him?" Fermin's performance didn't just earn him a spot in the headlines, it earned him a place in Barcelona's 2023 to 2024 squad. Xavi's faith in him paid off when he confirmed Fermin would stay with the first team. And Fermin didn't let that opportunity slip. Fermin made his La Liga debut against Villarreal on August 27, 2023, showcasing his continued brilliance after an impressive preseason. This wasn't just a nice story, it was proof that Fermín López belonged. But that wasn't all. Later that season, Fermin scored his first official goal for Barcelona in a crucial match against Mallorca. It wasn't a meaningless goal in a blowout win. No, it was a crucial strike that salvaged a point for his team when they looked like they'd lost everything. That moment solidified Fermin as not just a talented player, but a crucial piece for the future of Barcelona. Then came his first ever Champions League start. In a 2-1 win over Shakhtar Donetsk, Fermin showed the world what he was capable of, scoring a goal and earning man of the match. His performance wasn't just about stats, it was about stepping up when it mattered. Fermin was no longer just a rising star. He was a player who thrived under pressure and delivered in big moments. As the 2024 summer approached, Fermín López's career hit another defining moment. Fresh off his incredible performances for Barcelona, as of mid-2024, Fermin was considered a top contender for Spain's U23 squad for the Olympic Games, with the potential to lead. But this wasn't just a chance to join the team, it was his chance to lead. While many might have been content to just be a part of the squad, Fermin took charge. On the pitch, he was the difference maker. His vision, his ability to glide past defenders, and his knack for controlling the game made him stand out. In the quarterfinals against Japan, with the stakes higher than ever, Fermin put on a masterclass. He scored 2 stunning goals, one a curling rocket from outside the box that left everyone in awe. It was a performance that not only proved his skill, but also showed that Fermin was the kind of player who rose to the occasion. This wasn't a one-off moment, it was a statement that he was ready for the very top, no matter where the stage was set. Fermin's performance at the Olympics wasn't just a cherry on top of an already exciting year, it was a glimpse into his future. From being a hidden gem to becoming a national hero, Fermín López was proving that he wasn't just a player to watch, he was a player to build around. His 2 goals against Japan in the quarterfinals weren't just spectacular, they were indicative of his fearless mentality. The young star was showing the world that he could handle pressure, adapt to any environment, and deliver when it mattered most. But let's take a step back for a second. Fermin's journey isn't your typical rise to stardom. He wasn't part of that La Masia dream we've all seen before. While other players were living the high life in Barcelona's youth academy, Fermin was battling it out in the 3rd division of Spain, playing in front of crowds that barely made a dent in the stands. It was there in the mud and the grind that Fermin found his resilience. He wasn't just learning how to be a better player, he was learning how to fight for his dreams. And despite the setbacks, the doubts, and the challenges, Fermin never lost sight of his ultimate goal. He worked relentlessly to prove that he belonged, and after years of proving himself, Barcelona came calling once again. It wasn't a guaranteed opportunity, but Fermin knew that if he got a chance, he would make it count. And that's exactly what he did. His incredible performances for the national team only added to the momentum, and his confidence was sky high. The kid from nowhere was now competing with the best, making waves in international football, and showing everyone that dreams could indeed come true with hard work, determination, and a bit of magic. Fermín López's rise from the 3rd division to becoming a key player for one of the biggest clubs in the world is a story that not only inspires, but it also reminds us that sometimes the road less traveled is the one that leads to greatness. Looking ahead, Fermín López is set to become a key figure in Barcelona's future, with his trajectory pointing toward even greater success. His journey from the 3rd division to the top of world football had transformed him from a promising talent into a superstar. What once seemed like an improbable dream was now a reality. Fermin was an integral part of Barcelona's midfield. His performances in La Liga had become increasingly influential. Fermin's ability to control games, break down defenses, and contribute to the attack made him one of the most exciting players to watch. His technique, vision, and composure on the ball allowed him to thrive in one of the world's most demanding leagues. He wasn't just a supporting player, he was shaping the direction of Barcelona's play. When it came to the Champions League, Fermin proved himself again and again. He scored important goals and provided crucial assists, showing that he could deliver under the spotlight. His composure in high-pressure situations, whether it was scoring in tight moments or making key decisions on the ball, made him stand out as a player who was built for the big stage. By the middle of 2025, it was clear that Fermín López wasn't just a young talent anymore. He was now one of Barcelona's leaders. The struggles of his early years, from the 3rd division to the uncertainty of his first Barcelona spell, had made him stronger. His resilience, combined with his remarkable growth as a player, showed that he was ready to take on whatever challenges lay ahead for Barcelona and for Spain. Fermín López's story was no longer about potential, it was about living up to it, and then some. Fermín López's journey is a testament to hard work, perseverance, and believing in yourself. Don't miss out on more inspiring stories. Hit that subscribe button now.